the video blog update on what promises to be really a very active weather pattern now through the middle of next week, highlighted, unfortunately, with a storm system for this weekend, a snowstorm, and along with a very cold temperature. So let's get started. First, tracking extreme cold. Not now, as of the 7 o'clock hour. We're still near freezing, but later tonight through all of Friday, a bit of cold air on the way. It'll be coupled with strong wind, which means wind chills are going to be a pretty big factor. And no longer using the word potential now for the weekend. A storm is likely with snow and wind, and yet the risk of another storm by next week in the late Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. This pattern's incredible. Let's jump ahead to Saturday. The morning should be dry. Light snow starting during the afternoon, but things really start to ramp up Saturday evening and Saturday night with heavier snow and some wind at that time. Now that'll carry over into Sunday as a wind-swept heavy snow, especially through Sunday morning up until at least noontime. We're talking poor visibility, gusts 40, 55 miles per hour with higher gusts across the Massachusetts coastline, ending early on Sunday evening. And right now the early call on this is 6 to 12 inches of snow by Sunday afternoon. Now, I realize that's a wide range, and we're going to try to narrow that range down in the next 24 hours. Feel very confident of at least 6 inches of snow, enough to shovel and plow, but likelihood that there could be spots with 12 or more inches, especially out across eastern Massachusetts. So significant storm on the way. In the meantime, as far as the wind chills, we have a wind chill advisory which goes into effect 3 o'clock in the morning till 11 a.m. for the areas in purple north and west of Providence. Now, all locations Friday morning will have bitter cold wind chills, but the worst of it, meaning 10, 15, 20 degrees below zero in those areas shaded in purple. Now, winter storm watch has been issued in light blue, all of our viewing area, and while it doesn't include eastern Connecticut, there's a potential that will have to be included at some point. And notice the blizzard watch meaning the potential for blizzard conditions across east coastal Massachusetts from Cape Ann to Boston, down through Plymouth, Cape Cod, and at least the island of Nantucket for Saturday night into Sunday. So on our threat tracker, we're in the medium category tonight. Some of today's snow showers producing some slick spots, so be mindful of that. For Friday, it has nothing to do with snow, but rather the bitter cold and the wind chills, and then we ramp the threat tracker into the high category on Saturday, especially Saturday night, as the storm starts to make its approach. For this evening, there may be some slippery spots from some of today's snow shower activity, but certainly by 9 o'clock and beyond, things will be drying out. Now, these are the temperatures as of the 7 o'clock hour. I mean, nothing unusual for this time of year. We're in the upper 20s to low 30s, but later tonight, very, very cold air headed our way. Let me show you the location of that as we widen out the view, and you take out towards the Great Lakes in southeastern Canada. The shades of gray and purple represent the surge of colder air that'll be working in for later tonight. Let me show you the Futurecast as far as the temperature progression starting off this evening. Keep in mind these colors of purple and gray and white. It's the location of the very cold air, and watch how it just works in overnight through all of Friday. And this will coincide with strong winds on Friday. That's why the wind chills will be a big factor during the day tomorrow, especially in the morning. Once the weekend storm pulls away on Sunday night, there's another area of sharply colder air out across north central Canada that will be reinforced in here by Sunday night into Monday. In fact, the second shot of cold on Sunday night could be worse than the one that's coming up for tomorrow. So just a brutal stretch of very cold air on tap. It's getting real close now, and some of the snow shower activity from early this evening is starting to pull away, and that'll advance, so that'll work offshore, the snow showers, and certainly with the approach of a strong cold front. Hopefully we can see that. There it is. Now, that second blue line near Buffalo, that's the leading edge of the bitter air, and that will arrive overnight through all of Friday. Futurecast shows as well. It shows the snow showers pulling away the area of blue near Cape Cod and moving offshore. Watch how these numbers drop off. These are actual air temperatures. Let's stop this at about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Single digits, winds blowing 30, 35 miles per hour. Your wind chill values are running well below zero. And even with all-day sunshine for Friday, the daytime high never getting much past, say, 15 or 16 degrees, taking into Friday evening, Friday night, as temperatures will start to tumble back into the single digits. But extreme cold for tomorrow morning. Here it is hour by hour. The actual air temperature in the single digits to near zero. By 11 a.m., 12 above. But again, at this time, the winds will be blowing 30, 35 miles per hour, so those wind chill values at times maybe into the 20-degree below range. I jump ahead to the afternoon, and still no picnic here as far as warm temperatures, only 14. The winds continue as that blast of Arctic air is taking a hold across the entire area, with temperatures running a good 20, 25 degrees below average. All right, jump ahead now to Saturday night into Sunday. This is the anticipated location of our intensifying nor'easter south and east of Cape Cod, throwing back a shield of strong wind, especially across the coastline, and areas of heavy snow. And unfortunately, everything coming together for this storm to form and kind of park itself for the time being south and east of Cape Cod, what we call the benchmark. It's usually the spot to get heavy snow and wind with nor'easters that come through this area. And again, the height of it is Saturday night into Sunday. 7-day Futurecast shows you stormy weather on Sunday, a reinforcing shot of very cold air on Monday with some sunshine. And hard to believe, yet another storm system in the late Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. This looks interesting because it may be a wet, heavy snow with some sleet and a little bit of rain, and that would just compound the problems with the weight of snow on roofs already. So the system by midweek we'll have to keep a close eye on. So a lot to cover. Check back with us frequently. A broad 6 to 12-inch range forecast for now. We're trying to narrow that down as more data comes in, but at this point, confidence is high of a high-impact storm coming up for the weekend.